I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, guys. But, it's just, I haven't been feeling so well the last couple of days. And I have allergies and stuff. So, anyway, I'll wait for somebody to pop up. I will try to be my happy, peppy self. But I do have some good news. Well, I don't know if it's good news. I don't think it's good news. I just think it's just Michael news. You know what I mean? Good news because you guys have been watching Prisoner of Fame, and I want you guys to know that before I get started, I'm going to just give you some updates. We've updated our Michael Jackson Insider website. There it is, right there with Prisoner of Fame, and it links right to the Prisoner of Fame page. And so we've done some updates to the page. And a lot of you guys may not have ever seen these pictures of me with many Jackson family members and associates and stuff. So you can come on here. And then all the events that I've covered for Michael Jackson are all kind of listed here. And then there's me and Cecil. And I like to thank Cecil. He had 2 days off. And he spent them working. So we are preparing the DVD now. The DVD is going to be Prisoner of Fame in which it was derived from l.o.v.e. So it's going to have l.o.v.e. in it. Where's l.o.v.e. picture? Oh, right there. So it's gonna be Prisoner of Fame, and it's going to be l.o.v.e. Okay, that's going to be in the DVD because I didn't want to give you guys a DVD with just a 20-minute, a 20-minute short film. So l.o.v.e. will be on there for you guys. So make sure you check out michaeljacksoninsider.com. This guy had called me and said, "Oh, why are you using my picture?" And I said, "That ain't you. That's Michael." And I had to prove to him it was Michael, and it is Michael. And but he did look like Michael. He really did. But he said, "Yeah, that's not me. I'm teasing." Okay. So I have a whole bunch of stuff saved for you guys. Okay. Let's start with, here we go. There's, tabloid stuff. Okay. The Mirror, UK. They said Michael knew he was going to die before fatal drug overdose. Really? 2 days before, but it's Matt Fiddles. And unless they have, proof of it, I just don't believe people's words. I just don't. He was calling Mark Lester. And I didn't think Matt was in Michael's life or Michael was even around Matt. I never saw Matt at Carolwood House at all. And I went to Carolwood, 15, 20 times, and I saw many of the security guards there. So, take that with a grain of salt. But it's not that he predicted his own demise. He was preparing for the death hoax. So, and just like in Leonard Rowe's book, and I put that in the first Alive, where Leonard Rowe had wrote, he acted like he was never going to make it to London. He was, and that's because he knew he was faking his death, okay? And then here's another one of those stories. And I got more stuff saved for you guys. And we're going to do the long one last, okay? Sometimes when you pull up these certain articles, they lock you up, Okay, here, this is not good news. Okay, this is the Michael Jackson 1 statue. Okay, and it's been removed. It's gone. There's a picture online of it gone, and this is for the Michael Jackson 1 Cirque du Soleil show. And if this statue is gone, I don't know how long the play is going. Let me. Sorry. I'm gonna turn that down because they start getting mad at me if I play Michael's music. La 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 la. Because I can't turn it down. Okay, there. All right. So anyway, that has been removed. And it's very, very, very sad, and so how well is the Michael Jackson 1 ticket sales? So I'm just kind of like, oh gosh, for James and Wade, and it's just awful, these lies. It's just awful. As far as Michael's name and likeness, well, John Branca, guess what? That $145 million, or however it was, I guess you've proven that is not Michael's name and likeness was not worth 145 million. It was, you're saying it's worth $2,105. Anyway, this is on MJ5. I just wanted to give them credit for me using their stuff. And then Weird Al, oh my God, Weird Al, oh my God, he drops Michael Jackson parodies from set list, and he's been doing this since the late 80s. So things are just not that good. It's really kind of sad, that this stuff is going on, but that's on MJ Vibe, and we thank them for giving us information. And but there is some good news. Oh, that's Gene Walker. I've had him up for whatever reason. But he is not what I wanted to have up. I wanted to have not him. I didn't want to have him up. Gene Walker, Billie Jean and Moon Walker. Okay, so anyway, I didn't want this. Let me turn the camera around till I can get it back together. Okay. Hello there. And I apologize for not being able to go on live yesterday. Okay, because I just wasn't feeling up to it yesterday. Now, there is some pretty good news, and I think that that video played too long, so I'm gonna have to search for that video again. Okay, so please bear with me. Please bear with me, because a statue in Italy went up. A statue in Italy went up. Okay, of Michael Jackson. So it should be in my history, so I should be able to find it pretty quickly. Let's see. And I thank all you guys for being here. And all you guys were here for Peter, Michael, Bobby. That was fun. Wasn't that fun? That was fun. Anyway, if you guys don't know who Gene Walker is, he's someone who sings just like Michael, or supposedly sings just like Michael. And there's plenty of videos of him, and it's just absolutely incredible. Joe Jackson and Majestic went and saw him live. Okay, I'm gonna turn this camera around, because we're gonna watch the unveiling of this statue in Italy. Okay, so Italy has said, we love Michael, and there's a new statue that went up around the 18th of Michael Jackson in Italy. So one down, one up, but Michael's an American, and gosh, his image is, gosh, cost me a deal too. All right, so we will proceed to move along with more stuff. And before I get to that article, I want to, it was weird. A few days ago, a fan called me, and we talked about listening to doves, and then the estate post something about doves. It's just really weird. Okay. Let's see what else. And let's see if I have more stuff before we get to what I really want to killing Michael Jackson producers. Okay. Notice that after I did my review, the video that I used of killing Michael Jackson came down from YouTube. Yeah, so that was kind of weird timing, right? But anyway, there's an article from Variety. And in this article, the producer of killing Michael Jackson is a guy by the name of Danny Fenton of Zigzag Productions. And he, listened to this quote, but it kind of makes me feel like, is he going to steal like all of our work and my work and make a documentary about Michael faking his death? And because he's male and probably white, is he going to get a deal? And I'm not very many black female production company owners around. But anyway, he said, for anyone interested in the work, life, and legacy of Jackson, there is one underlying message in the film, quote, you realize he could still be alive. Whether to face justice or continue his career, Fenton says. That's weird. Okay, and I thank somebody by the name of Bobby for sending that to me. Killing Michael Jackson did not leave you with the feeling that he could still be alive. I didn't get that at all, but hey, that might be a clue, a hint, but Variety covered that. Okay, Variety. Now, I have sent, oh my God, every mass media and posted, my documentaries all over everywhere I can think of. And, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's move right along. No, not close all tabs, just close this tab. Okay, this is the big one. Okay, this article is the big one I want to talk about. But let me make sure first that I went through everything else that I have. Oh yeah, it was Papa Joe Jackson's. Oh, I got to say that on camera. I can't believe a year has passed since Papa Joe Jackson. His anniversary of his death was yesterday. So rest in peace, Papa Joe. And and like I told you guys, it was my honor to be amongst the Jackson family at the memorial. And you guys watch Alive 2, and in Alive 2 you will be able to see Joe leaving fantastic, magnificent clues. Alive 2, Michael Jackson, The Great Escape. Just great, great, great clues. And Michael was probably there, even though I wasn't really looking for him, because his disguises are just so good that you just can't find him. You would be driving yourself crazy looking for him. So Michael, if you ever around me in disguise, you're gonna have to come up to me and wink or something, okay? But yeah, he was probably there because Joe had me involved in a clue, and he had said he might not see Michael until he dies. So, but that's in Alive 2, okay? That clue is in Alive 2. So Michael was probably there at the memorial, and that's probably why I was invited to go. And let's see what else I have here. Make sure I'm not missing anything else. O.J. Simpson. He is back on the scene. And he did a really sweet thing by talking about Michael's humanitarian efforts and how Michael was so generous and charitable. And so, OJ, I'm not gonna put you in the video, but thanks for that. But anybody who's doubts or thinks OJ's guilty, I suggest that you go to YouTube and you watch this documentary called My Brother the Serial Killer about OJ. Watch that, and then you'll doubt if OJ really killed these people, Ron and Nicole. Okay? All right, so we're going to get to this article now. Okay, we're going to get to this article now. I'm going to turn my camera around. Now, why is this article now tripping? Oh, man. I have it saved, and I have things highlighted, but it seems like it's cut off or something. It moved or something. I don't know. But I had everything highlighted. No, nothing's highlighted. Oh, there we go. All right. So this article is Conrad Murray saying that he thinks Michael Jackson is a pedophile now. Really? And you're supposed to be his friend? And don't pay this any mind. Because he don't know. He wasn't there. He didn't know Michael. So his opinion about that is just jacked up. It's just cruel. Okay? But more destruction of Michael's image. Just set it on fire. Okay? But anyway, so Conrad Murray's telling this story, and he told it for Tabloid, The Sun. The Sun newspaper, who is a tabloid. And it came out on the 26th. And there's Conrad Murray, Dr. Conrad Murray. And he's just saying that, he thinks Michael is guilty, and because Michael lied to him about being a drug addict, then he could have lied about other things. And Michael talked about how he was molested by his doctors. Oh my God, molested by his doctors. And it matched how, I don't know how Michael being molested by his doctors under anesthesia is the same as Wade and James' account. I didn't understand that in this stupid article, and this is a stupid article, okay? He lives in Florida, but isn't that where OJ went after he was, got out of jail? Florida? Okay, something's up with Florida. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, I got to check this out. I didn't have time to check out how long it takes to get your registration. Or he says, talking to the College of London to get my registration completed because I was going to be a doctor for him in England. So we're 3 weeks away, and your registration isn't complete to be Michael, to practice medicine in the UK. So I need to do a little bit more research on that. I was going to do it, but I just didn't have time. I was already late enough. And you guys know Dr. Murray was born in the Caribbean, Grenada. He says, he's talking about, and I told you guys, I did a couple of videos and I proved that the tabs weren't pulled, the little straps weren't pulled, and Conrad Murray could not have given Michael any propofol drips any night, because on all the propofol bottles that they found at Carolwood, not one of them had the tabs pulled. Whoops, Michael. Whoops, you guys forgot to do that. Also, the propofol levels in the brain. I talked about that in l.o.v.e. And the coroner never released them. Now, Conrad Murray is saying there was no propofol in the brain. No, I think there was an exorbitant amount of propofol in the brain. That's what I believe. Okay, but he says that the coroner never released that. And remember, they didn't bury Michael because they were waiting for the piece of his brain to come back. It's just all so bizarre. And because Michael's not dead, that's why. Okay. He said he wouldn't have ever treated Michael if he knew that Michael was a drug addict. I think it's a pretty big sign when someone says, I can't sleep, so can you put me under general anesthetic or heavy duty anesthetic so I can sleep. That should have been like, red flag, drug addiction, prescription drugs. Come on, doctor, stop trying to act like you didn't know. Anybody that comes to you and says, I want to be put in a coma every night so I can sleep. Okay, so stop, Dr. Murray. You know you were in on the hoax. You were. Because you're the one that admitted that dead body under the name of Soleil Shawn and Trauma Gershwin, and you failed to sign the death certificate or even announce the body dead at the house because you didn't want to be responsible for naming that body Michael Jackson. That's why you did it the way you did it. Okay. Let's see. The Demerol. Oh my God, the Demerol. Dr. Klein, and I told you guys this in l.o.v.e. too. And I watched l.o.v.e. again today, and it's really super good. But he said he gave dozens, but Conrad Murray says 51 gargantuan doses. I don't think they were gargantuan doses, but Michael did have a lot of Demerol, up until 2 days on the 22nd of June. So it should have showed up in the toxicology report. And since the Demerol didn't show up in the toxicology report, even in the hair samples that LaToya said she went and got on August 6th, okay, she went to Forest Lawn, supposedly, and got hair samples. But you should have tested the hair samples for Demerol, because maybe it goes out of your system, but it stays in for weeks, for over a week. And I put that information in the l.o.v.e. too, how long it stays in your hair. Okay, so a lot of stuff you just have to double check everything. He said he didn't know about Michael's drug addiction. Yeah, hey doc, will you be my doc? Will you go on tour with me? By the way, I'm not rehearsing or anything right now, and I know that the concert is 3 months away. But can you order 4 gallons of propofol and put me to sleep every night? And you didn't know that he was a drug addict. I mean, come on, doc. I mean, come on, really? He said he would have never accepted the job. Yes, you would have, because Michael, first off, you wanted $5 million. And I covered that in the A Prisoner of Fame. Okay. He said Michael was deceptive and it cost Dr. Murray, but it cost Michael more. Not the documentary filmmaker. Okay. And then he talks about Demerol being in, opioid withdrawal, but Michael had a whole bunch of benzodiazepines in his system. See, a lot of times if you are not studied and you are not researched, you go for what sounds right, but you have to check out everything I'm learning, and then when he talked about Michael saying that he got raped by doctors, It had, and Dr. Murray's like, look, don't worry, I'm not going to do it. I'm heterosexual. Well, the one homosexual doctor that I know was Dr. Klein. So did Dr. Klein, and remember that other, his friend, the what they call a bear, which is a big, huge gay guy that's they call him bears, Jason, were they the ones that supposedly raped Michael? Doctor is gay, putting him to sleep. I don't know. But anyway, so there's more. I have more stuff saved. So I don't know if he's talking about Dr. Murray, but that sure doesn't remind you of Wade and James. Okay, so it's just ridiculous. So he's saying that at the hospital, Michael's dead and the kids are eating pizza, I guess, in the hallway. Okay. And then he insults Catherine, says Catherine seemed like she didn't want to embrace the children. And then she didn't want to see his dead body. No, she didn't, because she didn't want to identify the dead body because she knew the dead body wasn't Michael Jackson. Okay, so plausible deniability. Joe didn't see the dead body either. Okay, so this is something that he quotes that Paris said. And it's just weird. My daddy passed away today, but I wanted you to know that he always stated you were the best doctor that he ever had. Really? Just putting him to sleep? And if my daddy passed and you were around and he could not be saved, then it was meant to be. I couldn't believe it. Those words came out of a girl with beautiful blue eyes. Paris has green eyes. Not blue eyes. She has clearly green eyes. So you're talking to a kid about their daddy dead and you can't remember the color of a kid's eyes? It's just so much hogwash. Especially she says something like that. Next time, double check the color of her eyes. Just Google it, for goodness sakes. Okay, and he says he believes that was Michael's last confession to him through Paris. Okay, and then there's more because I highlighted stuff. And then he says that he was including how he had been raped by doctors. During his confessional, Michael Jackson spoke about being raped by a number of doctors. A number of doctors? Damn. He said, Dr. Conrad, I hope that it would never happen between me and you. And he said, no, I'm heterosexual, so I would never do that. Well, then you should have known Michael was an addict if he is being put under anesthesia that much to where doctors are raping him. How do you not know? Red flag, drug addict, because it's all BS. Murray said that Jackson's was in, Murray said much of Jackson's pain also came from his fractious relationship with his family. Oh, here we go. Cremated. Dr. Murray says Michael wanted to be cremated and he wanted to be buried in the Bahamas, which is Caribbean, and the Bimini Islands. Okay. During the 3 years, no, 3 years, it was 2.5, and you weren't with him all that time, Dr. Murray. Okay, you weren't. Because Michael was here for a few months, and then before you even arrived in March. Michael had been here since November. All right, but anyway, so they think a lot of people don't, remember stuff. But anyway, Michael, this was sad, this comment right here. But we're going to get back to this Bimini Islands in a minute after I finish this article. And he says right here, this was sad. Once Michael spoke to me about wanting to have brain surgery, a brain transplant, to see if the transplantation of his brain would make him forget some of the pain he had suffered in his life. Gee whiz. Now that is super, super, super sad. Gee, it can make me want to cry. That's so sad. Okay, the Bimini Islands. We're going to talk about that, but I'm going to go through this article first. He said, and here's some more BS. He said, my friend pledged not to sing one more song in the state of California. He was rehearsing in California. He was singing all kinds of songs in rehearsals. What are you talking about, Dr. Murray? Because of the pain that the child abuse allegations in the state had caused him. What is he talking about? He was rehearsing in California, singing all his songs. See, it just gets ridiculous. So he said, it pains me that Michael's resting in peace in Forest Lawn. No, he isn't. It's empty. Okay. He said he traveled to the Bimini Island. This is the third time he's mentioned the Bimini Islands. I can't wait to tell you guys this. So they say Murray says he's currently practicing medicine in the Caribbean. Well, I figured that. And he plans to reinstate his medical license in the USA. And he wants to build a medical center. Yeah, like Michael said, a medical center. Remember, go. I want a hospital. I want my show to be the greatest. Go. Remember that, guys? Remember that stupid slur thing? That wasn't real. That was Michael acting. And I'm gonna prove it to you. And it's because a few days after that was released, the Michael Jackson Immortal show was opened. Oh my God. Okay, so let's see if, okay, that's it. Now let's go back to this Bimini Island. See that word, Bimini? Okay, I did a video. Let me turn my camera around and you can see my face for a second. I told you guys I wanted to go through that article. So much BS. I mean, my goodness. Okay, let's close it. Okay, I did a video about Michael Jackson and the Bimini Islands back, what's the date of this? June 13, 2011. So we're talking about, 8 years ago. And it's the Bimini Islands. Oh my God. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, did Dr. Murray see me in this video first? Or is he leaving a clue about the Bimini Islands? I believe Dr. Murray is definitely in on the hoax, and I think he just mixes it up. And I wonder if Dr. Murray is saying bad things about Michael so Michael can pay him. Because I haven't found anything to tell me that Michael's dead. So I don't know if it's blackmail or if it's a part of the, bring down Michael Jackson's image and value. Is it, he's mad because I don't know if he went to jail. Like I said, nobody saw him go come out of jail. So I don't know if Conrad Murray was in jail. Catherine says she had no proof he was in jail. Lenny Dykstra didn't mention, the Baseball Hall of Famer didn't mention Conrad Murray being in jail with him, even though TMZ said it in his book where he talked about his jail time. Nobody saw him in jail. The interviews he did were audio only. I talked to Sheriff Baca myself, and when I asked him, I said, person to person, face to face. I said, so how's Conrad Murray doing in jail? And he's he's in solitary confinement. His lawyer came by the other day. He was kind of vague. Then we find out that Sheriff Baca has been not only charged, but convicted of extortion and, corruption and bribery. So did he really go to jail or not? Because Peter Michael Bobby, and I put in a request online, and it came back within seconds denied. Okay? So I don't know and then I ran into the head nurse while there was reports that Conrad Murray wasn't feeling good. I ran into the head nurse. She didn't know that I was a Michael Jackson reporter or anything. And I asked her, I said, oh, you're up at the Twin Towers. You're at, the Murray, where Murray's at, the jail Murray's at. And she said, the guy who killed Michael Jackson? And I said, yeah. She said, I haven't seen him come across my desk. So I wonder if Conrad Murray even went to jail, because alleged victim, alleged date, and he never fought it. Okay. And then Nicole Alvarez says Conrad Murray's in jail reading the book, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And that premise of that is somebody who was thought to be dead is really alive. I don't know if Conrad Murray really went to jail. I really don't. Alleged victim and alleged date, he should have been, maybe they worked some kind of deal out later. I don't know. But the only other person reportedly that saw Conrad Murray in jail was supposed to be Janet's ex-husband, James DeBarge. What? I mean, hey, I'm just adding this up and saying something in the milk's not clean. Then you see Conrad Murray. You don't see him, even though the media is there when he's being released. The media is there. Nobody saw him come out of jail. But a few minutes later, TMZ caught him at an In-N-Out burger, having a burger. I'm in and out. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I have no proof. Just like Catherine said under oath in the Catherine versus AEG live trial, she said, I have no proof Conrad Murray is in jail. I tried to go see Conrad Murray in jail. And it was rejected like this. Not even under consideration. Don't know me from Adam. It's the LA jail system. Why did it automatically come back denying everybody to come see Conrad Murray in jail? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay? But anyway, the Bimini Islands. Okay? The Bimini Islands. So, Conrad Murray mentioned it 3 times. So he wanted somebody to pay attention to the Bimini Islands. 3 times in this article is mentioned. All right. So, I'm going to turn my camera around. All right. Here is a video that I did. See it? Okay. Agent MJ and the Island Theory. And I released it June 13, 2011. Okay. There's me. I was so much younger then. 8 years. Yeah, that's a big difference. Okay. So let me turn up my volume, even though I turned it off. And we are going to watch the rest of the video. It's only a minute. Okay. Oh no, it's more than that. But I'm at 2 minutes. But anyway, I'm gonna let you watch it until I feel like, okay, well, you've seen enough. And you can watch the whole thing, the whole video yourself. Okay, just go to YouTube and search for that title. All right, here we go. Of an eyewitness who says he saw Michael in the Nassau, Bahamas.
I want to assure you all that Michael Jackson is alive. I saw Michael Jackson 1 week ago. I was on vacation.
Okay, a lot of people thought this was Prince. Prince Jackson, Michael Joseph Jackson Jr. Okay? Because why is this guy all distorted like this? And he kind of sounds like Prince. Okay? Prince's voice is kind of like this.
We went down to Nassau. I swear I looked straight into the eyes of Michael Jackson. The person had the exact facial features of Michael Jackson. The same nose, same lips. I mean, Michael Jackson's features are totally identifiable. And this person had those features. We both knew, without a doubt, that in Nassau, Bahamas, on the beach, about midnight, we just ran into Michael Jackson.
So we believers are going around trying to find out what Saunders is. Well, there's a spiritual guy by the name of Ashley Sanders from this same place of Bimini. And he's connected with the Nation of Islam, and we know that Michael used a lot of the Nation of Islam security. So we've kind of connected that, and it has to do with humanity and being good to humanity. That's one of the possible Sanders. And then in the Nassau Islands, there are the island chains of the Sanders Island that's a part of the Nassau Islands in the Bahamas. But here is something that a lot of people didn't think about. Well, back in September 2010, I was contacted by the publicists of Brian Michael Stoller. And they wanted me to get in touch with the Jackson family because they wanted Prince, Paris, and Blanket to attend this movie premiere of First Dog. And I said, well, I can do what I can, but I thought, it's kind of strange that they're coming to me to get in touch with the Jacksons. Brian Michael Stoller and Michael have been friends for 20 years, and I'm the connection to get into the family, so I found that very strange, but I went along with it, and I went to the premiere. It was a lovely movie at first. Okay, I'm going to move it forward some. And then there was the talk about the island that Marlon Brando left for Michael Jackson. But we don't know where Michael Jackson is. He could be anywhere. Okay, so I'm going to go look up something, and I should have done that before I got on here. Let me pull up something, so I'm going to turn the camera around. Somebody said, don't have the camera so close to your face. I'm sorry. I thought my skin was pretty nice. But anyway, let's look up something because it's the Fountain of Youth. Okay? The Fountain of Youth is also in the Bimini Islands. I remember something about that, and maybe it is in that video, but I didn't want to just hold that video. You guys can watch it later. Let's see. Fountain of Youth. Yep, here it is. I'm going to turn the camera around. Yep. Okay. So, the Fountain of Youth, the official site of the Bahamas, and it says Juan Ponce de Leon learned from the Indians in the 1500s that Bimini was the site of the Fountain of Youth. So I thought that, yeah, and you can just Google and you'll see more of Bimini, Fountain of Youth, more Bimini, Fountain of Youth, you know what I mean? Bimini, Fountain of Youth. So that's, like a refresher, like you're going to come back to life or you're going to get younger. It's going to be a life refreshment or something. So is Michael there getting himself ready? I don't know. And I hate to talk about a comeback. I really do. Because there's been so many dates that he had led us to believe that he was going to come back and he didn't. But he also told me, I ain't never left. Remember the last one? He said he's never left. Yeah, you did. But he's been back for me since January 15, 2012. Okay? Everybody doesn't have to believe what I believe. I'm just telling you what I believe. Okay? And I'm giving you the reasons why I believe it. It's up to you. Use your own mind, use your own discretion to believe what you want to believe. Okay? I am speaking for me, but I'm showing proof, evidence, and clues, and coincidences, right? And coincidences. So, anyway, guys, I hope you learned something new. And let me make sure I went through all my notes. Let's see. And then next week, I'm going to look up the rules for the Royal College of London. See if I can find anything. But why do I need to know? I got so much information that it's already, beyond extraordinarily, like beyond a shadow of a doubt. Nothing proves that Michael Jackson is dead. That's how I feel right now. Because I have 3 documentaries, a 115-word e-movie book called Suicide, Did Michael Jackson Fake His Death to Save His Life? I probably need to put that up. I wonder if that's on my, if that link is on michaeljacksoninsider.com. Because if you guys haven't seen the Suicide book, that just, nope, it's not even on here. Oh, man. Oh, I'm going to have Cecil, poor Cecil. He worked so hard on his days off to help me get so much done. I'm going to put the Suicide link on my Michael Jackson Insider page, okay? But it's 115,000 words and it has a lot of the early clues because I finished it 11 months after the death announcement. 11 months. Okay? Let's see. Okay, I think I got it all. Wait, let me see. I got another page. Oh yeah, I did talk about everything, and also the producer, that Dan Fenton that I told you guys about, who said that Michael's alive, that he could be alive, for killing Michael Jackson. He said that he couldn't get a lot of distribution because a lot of people won't touch Michael's products. And I lost out on a deal, okay, for Prisoner of Fame because of Leaving Neverland. So Leaving Neverland has cost a lot of people, a lot of projects especially, all to help and enhance and keep Michael relevant and keep Michael alive and keep Michael generating money for his estate. Has really, dwindled, even though I read an article, something about record sales went up. And because where there's the haters, there's the lovers. Okay. So, but it seems like right now with all the Michael projects and the people who turned against Michael and the statue coming down at Mandalay Bay and Starbucks, I heard, started playing Michael's music again. Which is good. I hope. That's what I think I read that. But we are finding out that it's hard to get Michael Jackson projects greenlighted right now. And that's because of Leaving Neverland. Leaving Neverland. The lies. 60 lies. 60 lies is what we have gathered up and I have listed in my videos about Leaving Neverland. So, you guys, please, I'm going to leave you with this. Turn the camera around. I'm going to leave you with this and Prisoner of Fame. And just know that it's based off of God, I love that poster. I love that poster. It is based off of the information in Alive 2. All right, so I hope everybody goes to Vimeo.com on demand, or go to Michael Jackson Insider, and it'll link, and you click on this poster and it will link for you. Okay, and it takes place on this movie, Jack London. It takes place on June 25th. And it's what happened that day with me filling in the blanks, but using all the facts, clues, and symbolisms, like the number 7, and I got butterflies, and I got ink symbols, and I got this is it mentioned, and I got believe in the movie, and I got, what else do I have? Of course, propofol and the heater, and it's just a whole. When you watch it, you're going to be like, oh my God, Pearl put all this stuff in here, and it's really, really good, because I had to watch it again today, because we make the DVDs, and I don't take for granted that the DVDs are going to be perfect. So when we make a DVD, I have to watch it. I have to watch the DVD. Oh, Cecil also helped me. Closed caption is going to be on Amazon. So in a few days, Prisoner of Fame should be up on Amazon Video Direct. And then it should be on some more platforms, hopefully in the next 3 months. That's how long they take. And some big wig is talking to me about a deal, but I'm not sure we're going to come to terms with it. I'm not sure it's going to work. I want it to work, believe me, I do. But sometimes people give you something unreasonable, and it's just another way to say no. You know what I mean? Without saying no, it's kind of like a passive aggressive. Well, you do this and you have a deal, but what you're asking me to do, I can't do. So anyway, but I thank you guys, and a lot of fans. Oh my God, the reviews are so great. And I will do a review of Prisoner of Fame real soon, where I'll read some of the reviews of it. And I thank everybody, every single solitary fan. Thank you so, so much. And I will see you guys next time. Okay? See you next time.